Welcome to the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast. This podcast is dedicated to EAS employees of the U.S. Postal Service and members of the National Association of Postal Supervisors. So, pour yourself a cup of coffee and join us for today's episode. And now, here's your host, Robert Wakefield.
Good morning, Branch 32, and good morning, NAPS family, wherever you are listening. It is a pleasure to have you here. A lot of you have discovered us on YouTube. That's right, we have a YouTube channel now. NAPS Branch 32 has that, and you can catch all of your episodes right there. We got a great show lined up for you, but I forgot to tell you who I was. I'm Robert Wakefield, president of Branch 32. Thank you. All right, now that I've got it in order, let's go ahead and pour that first cup. This summer, cool off with a little something sweet from your friends at the Nashville Post Office Credit Union. From June through August, just stop by the credit union and enjoy free ice cream. Oh my goodness, if Brian Wagner lived in Tennessee. It's our way of saying thank you for being a part of our postal family. And while you're here, let us help you make your money work a little easier with honest service, great rates, and people who know you by name. The Nashville Post Office Credit Union, people helping people since 1925. And for our first cup today, we are going to start a brand new series here on the Saturday Cup of Joe, and it's called Caffeine and Candidates. That's right. We're going to be talking to candidates who are running for regional offices, area offices. We're going to talk about some of the national offices that are being run for. We're going to be doing this series from now until the convention that takes place in August, and I could not think of a person I wanted to interview more than someone that I've known for such a long time. She is the CottonBelt Area Vice President. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program, Shri Green. Shri, how are you?
I'm well, Robert, and it's so good to be able to speak with you. I tell you, because we have been friends for many, many years, and this is a grand opportunity for me to just sit back and chat with you. And thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. Now, listen, when we talk about, now this is crazy. I'm going to throw something at you that you're not prepared for. I got to thinking about how long we've known each other, and I joined NAPS in 2006. And I first met you at the state convention in 2007. We're almost, look how many years that is. That's almost 20 years that we've known each other.
That almost, you're right, because we're coming upon the 20 years.
That's right.
And it's approaching fast, I tell you.
So the thing that strikes me about you, Shri, is the fact that ever since I've been in NAPS, since 2006, you have been the CottonBelt Area Vice President. Is that amazing or what?
That is amazing, and it's also crazy. I tell you the truth. Didn't expect to be here this long, I tell you, but I'm here, and I'm here at the will of the people. Let me
ask you this question. When you first ran for CottonBelt Area, what was your expectations? What did you think the job was going to be like?
Well, I really didn't think it entailed just what it does. I thought it was, and which it does, represent all the people of the three states that I'm responsible for: Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. But did not realize that it would entail so much of me going around to each and every branch and talking to them and just trying to get everybody involved with NAPS and keeping a cohesive relationship between the branch and their respective area that they represented. Mm-hmm. But, it just it came upon, and it just looked like it just came to be much more than that, which it established a lot of friendships and long life friendships as well, in addition to collaboration. So it's, it was more than I think I bit off more than I could chew, I thought, but somehow it's working.
Oh, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working. And for the fact that you've done that so long, are you presently the longest running area vice president in the country, or is there somebody that's been an area vice president longer than you?
Well, I think I am the longest one that's currently sitting on the board. So I believe you might be correct. You might be correct.
I can't think of anyone who has been on as long as you have, over 20 plus years that I can think of. And you've been the Cotton Belt area vice president, and it's been great. I mean, you've really done a fantastic job over these years.
Well, I thank you, Robert, but it wasn't me alone. It was me and the help of everybody, all of my executive team, which consists of, the different branches within the states that I represented, which you, Robert, are a part of.
Yes, I am.
Yes. And you bring a lot of knowledge and wealth to us, and we really appreciate you. Well, I really do.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I will be sending you a $5 bill in the mail because you said that. I want you to enjoy that $5.
I don't know I can't even get a big bag of chips for $5, but I'll put the additional on it.
Oh, there you go. You'll add to it. All right. So as Cotton Belt area vice president, I'm assuming you're running unopposed again. I don't know of anyone who's running, but you are over Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. And tell me how many members, if you know off the top of your head, how many members are in the Cotton Belt area? Do you know?
I do not know offhand, Robert, at least a concise number, but a correct number. But I could imagine. I know it's in the thousands. Because we represent 3 states, and that's you threw that question at me. That's something I'm going to have to look up and and do an inquiry. I tell you.
Well, I know that in Tennessee alone, there's over 650, I think, total, maybe 700 members in NAPS, and that's counting the state branch. So I would think that Arkansas and Oklahoma would have about those same numbers or close to it.
About the same numbers, close to it, or close to it. You're right. So we're talking about probably a couple of thousand, to 3, couple of thousand to 3. Yes. That's
amazing. And so you're going to be running for another term, and each term lasts 2 years. Tell me some things that you're looking forward to in the next 2 years as being the Cotton Belt area vice president, if you're elected.
Well, if I'm elected, I do plan on still focusing on membership, increasing the membership, but not only just in numbers, but getting the membership involved. In addition to the membership, training, trying to provide training that's needed and in all areas. Really, everybody needs the training because the Postal Service does not have adequate training as it used to back when you and I were in the service.
Sure.
That we were working at the time, and so it's just, our EAS are thrown out there on the job and not given tools to work with. And I plan to, like I say, incorporate more training, leadership abilities, and membership. Exactly. And then involvement, because we have a lot of, as you know, we have new members, and the new members that we sign on, they're like very new to the post office. And we're talking about, it's not like, you wait 5 and 10 years before you actually get an EAS appointment. Now they get EAS appointments within 1 year, 2 years,
exactly.
And that's very new, and they don't really know how the Postal Service really works and the functions of it, even though it changes, and it has changed from year to year, the dynamics of the Postal Service. But membership is a main thing, maintaining the membership in addition to getting them involved. The involvement is really what we need, the involvement from our EAS
I love
because,
that.
because we are just, and they look at us as dinosaurs, but no one wants to take on the roles. And
Right.
so we're trying to move them up the ladder where they can step in because we're not going to be around always. And, we just need more involvement. And that's what I intend to work on.
That's
And
so good.
hopefully we can be successful. Yes.
I love the fact that you said maintaining the membership, because maintaining the membership is not just seeking out new members. It's helping the members that we have right now.
That's correct. Helping the ones that we have, and then so they can become astute to what their rights are and the responsibilities as an EAS. Because, as I tell a lot of them, you signed up for this. You rose your hand that, hey, you applied for the position. So now you need to learn what the position is about and focus on it and, make yourself better and enhance your career with it.
That's exactly right. So we've got a couple of more minutes left to go. So your main goal is maintaining membership. What are some things that you've learned over the past 20 plus years of being the area vice president for the CottonBelt area?
Well, I've learned that, we have to work together. And, something is happening in my area, down in the CottonBelt area, and it's happening one way, and up in the eastern area maybe another. So we collaborate with each other to try to come up with ways to challenge things. But then also we want to make sure that everyone knows that we're in partnership with the Postal Service.
Right.
That's your job. That's your livelihood. But we're here to make sure that there's a seamless transition from craft to EAS, and then that, we all work together to find one common goal, and that we treat each other with dignity and respect. I know it's written in the AM, but it's written, which means that it needs to be enhanced, and that we need to make sure that everybody is treated with dignity and respect, and that we, just respect one another.
I love that. I love that. Well, Shri, it is such a pleasure to have you on the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast and with the Caffeine and Candidates series. It's just been great having you on, and I want to get you on in the future if I can.
You can, I tell you, and I'm going to charge you about $10, so. And then that way I know I can get a bag of chips and pay the taxes as well.
There you go. All right. Shri, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for being on the podcast today, okay?
And I thank you for the opportunity. Enjoy your day.
It's never too early to start a financial adventure. This summer, we're helping our youngest members reach for the stars with a special boost to their savings. Open a new youth savings account with us and watch how fast your money grows. As a bonus, we will add $25 to your child's youth savings account when it's opened and enter them into a drawing for a chance to win a new iPad. The Nashville Post Office Credit Union, people helping people since 1925. And for our second cup today, I always like to take the first weekend and kind of preview the obscure holidays for the month. But what I'm going to do during this series, I'm going to shout out the weird holidays that are coming up during that week. So that'll be a good thing. Now, today is June the 6th, and today, of course, is D-Day during World War II, where the soldiers went into France and really liberated. It was the turning point of World War II. So that is today. It's also Yo-Yo Day today. So if you have a yo-yo, go get that thing out. Tomorrow, I need to make sure that Brian Wagner hears this. Tomorrow is June the 7th. It's Chocolate Ice Cream Day, which I know he will certainly want to celebrate. June the 9th, we have Donald Duck Day and International Omelet Day. I love omelets. And I love Donald Duck, just not in an omelet, I don't guess. Finally, a couple of more of these. We have on June the 10th, it's Ballpoint Pen Day. That's the day that you can celebrate the ballpoint pen. And finally, on the last one that we're going to do is on June the 11th, we have National Corn on the Cob Day. Now, I'm not making any of these things up. I look up June obscure holidays on the internet, and this is what it puts out there. So be sure to get out there and celebrate all these days. We'll do this for the entire time we're doing the Caffeine and Candidates series. Really appreciate Shri Green kicking this off with us. I've known her, like I said, for over 20 plus years, and I liked her the first time I met her. She was just bubbly and fun, and I tell you what, you get her fired up, she's ready to go. I think it's great. So it's just, she's been such a dear friend for so many years, and so I wanted to start that with her. So thank Shri for being on today's podcast. So that's going to do it for today. And like I said, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast. Let us know what you think on YouTube. Leave us a feedback on YouTube. Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. You can send us a message also via the NAPS Branch 32 website at napsbranch32.org. All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for listening. And remember, every great weekend starts with a great cup of Joe. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast. Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of Robert Wakefield and do not necessarily reflect the views of the National Association of Postal Supervisors. We welcome your questions and comments, so send those to SaturdayCupofJoe@gmail.com.